Meanwhile, as the Department of Homeland Security continues to arm itself with massive stockpiles of weapons and ammo and mine-armored tanks, the federal government is telling us, don't worry, there's nothing to worry about. You just go hunting with a very small gun. And they're working further to disarm the American citizens. That doesn't sound like a good idea to me. Did you even know gun control is not a new idea? Did you ever know the gun control roots, the racist roots of gun control? Or the Mississippi Black Code in 1865 that said, and I quote, no freedman, free Negro, mulatto, not in the military service of the United States government, shall keep or carry firearms of any kind or any ammunition. African Americans had their gun rights taken away, so they would not be able to rise up. You see, it's a whole lot easier to control an entire population if they can't fight back. Let me repeat that. It's a whole lot easier to control an entire population if they can't fight back. We learned that during slavery. What else were they doing during slavery? What? There's something about schools. That's it. Isn't it interesting that our school systems are failing us so much that none of our kids can read when they get out of school? And at the same time, they're taking away our guns. Hey, those are the two things that were done to keep men slaves. Against the law to teach somebody to read, and against the law to have a gun. And the end result is slavery.
I hate when he does that, like when he does the tone of voice the way he did it, and it's like a really condescending tone, like he's building up to this irrefutable point in a let me just follow this line of logic to its conclusion. Yeah. Oh, it turns out that, of course, gun control is an effort to impose slavery. Glenn, if you actually believe that, you're a bigger idiot than I thought you were, and I already thought you were a really tremendous idiot. No, man, look, you can't, if you believe that, there's no reasoning with you. You really think that's what the government is doing. So they're trying to do gun control to get us back into slavery. They're trying to get us back into slavery. And who's gonna be in slavery? Is it gonna be black people again? I got news for you. Our president is half black. Why would he want to put black people in slavery? Oh, or is it the white people? No, of course, because of course if you listen to Glenn Beck, Barack Obama's racist, so naturally he wants to punish white people. So he's trying to get us in slavery. Of course, how did I not see that coming? Except that 90% of the people that work for him are white, and he's half white, and there's no reason to believe that he's racist. He's so stupid, I don't even want to take the time to refute his nonsense arguments, right? I mean, look at Aurora. All the people that died at Aurora because some crazed fool got his hands on a fucking arsenal, right? But Glenn Beck doesn't care. He wants to stand up for the rights of the crazed fool to have all the guns, right? And then when the crazed fool manages to kill everybody with guns, Glenn Beck doesn't want to blame the guns. No. Well, if he didn't have access to the guns, he wouldn't have been able to kill so many people. So no, gun control is not to fight what happened at the Sikh temple with the mass shooting. It's not to fight what happened at Sandy Hook. It's not to fight what happened at Aurora. It's not to fight what happened at the IHOP shooting. It's not to fight what happened at the Seattle Mall shooting, which happened, I believe, just before the Sandy Hook shooting. It's not to stop the shootings that happened at, I mean, how many have there been? There's been so many mass shootings, and that doesn't even include the shootings that we have just by accident every day in the U.S. There's 11 gun deaths on average every day, right? No, it's more. I think it's 30 gun deaths on average. Yeah, it's 11,000 gun deaths per year, 30 gun deaths on average per day. I believe those are the numbers. I mean, European countries have less than 100 a year. What is the debate? Where's the debate? No, people on one side of this debate, the side that says don't do anything ever with gun legislation, don't limit high-capacity magazines so they can kill less people, don't ban assault weapons, even if it's not retroactively, even if it's from here on out. No, can't do that. One side of the debate is just full of utter clowns. It's full of people who make shit up. That's what Glenn Beck is doing. Make no mistake about it. He's making shit up as he goes along. The government is trying to enslave us, of course, just like we learned from his Agenda 21 book, where the government is trying to shove us in hobbit homes. You know, it's interesting, Glenn. It reminds me a lot of Alex Jones. Alex Jones has been saying since the early 1990s that the New World Order is going to take over. We are now more than 20 years past that, and the New World Order hasn't taken over, right? At what point is the belief falsifiable? At what point will you allow reality in to say you're wrong? Right? That'll never happen. Because Glenn Beck could be 72 years old and there's been no effort to put us into slavery, which there won't be, right? And Glenn Beck will still say, no, I was right about that.